What is going on, guys? Welcome back. I had to take a little bit of a break from doing reviews due to some stuff I had going on. Boy, am I glad to be back, and what better of a review to do than a new product from Out on a Limb. This is the Pinch Point One Stick, and it is new for 2024. I actually recorded a video review of this earlier today, and my audio got jacked up on me. So I'm not real happy about doing this in the man cave, but I did take some B-roll and stuff today, so hopefully that makes up for my shortcomings. This is an all-new design that has at least one feature that is sure to pique your interest. I'm going to go over all that later on, so make sure you stick around. And I'm also going to throw something in there that I bet you guys didn't think about whenever you looked at this stick. Guys, if you could do me a favor, take 2 seconds, hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, and feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know how I'm doing. Now let's jump in and take a look at this thing. So first and foremost, you cannot overlook the quality of this stick. And not just this stick. If you've ever held anything from Out on a Limb, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But if not, he builds everything like a tank. The welds are clean and solid. The cutouts are very clean and uniform. The tolerances are perfect. When you're standing on this thing, you may as well be standing on a concrete slab. And the texture coating is icing on the cake. Not only is it quieter than bare aluminum, but it also adds a ton of grip for those slippery wet boots. The pinch point comes in at 6.8 pounds, which is about half a pound heavier than my Slick Rick fully loaded out. This is the 16-inch version, which you can also get the 12-inch and 14-inch versions. This stick is based off of an 1.25 inch tube, which is going to be welded out both inside and out, top and bottom. I have it equipped with a Harkin 150 cam cleat and a 3/16 full berry Amsteel rope. And if you'll notice here, I do not have it girth hitched around my stick. It is mounted right here. And what this is Out on a Limb's new attachment method. It is called the Out on a Limb anchor. And what it does is it allows you to anchor your rope in the center of your cam cleat. So whenever you go around the tree and come back through your cam, you don't have any unwanted kick out from uneven rope torque on your stick. The standoffs on this thing are typical of what you would get with anything from Out on a Limb. These things are super aggressive, so you don't have to worry about this thing losing its bite. And I'm telling you, this thing bites. One thing I've noticed is if you've watched my Slick Rick video, I talked a little bit about how the tips of the teeth were very sharp and thin, and after a few uses they rolled over. But if you look here, these things are very uniform. They are not going to roll after a couple of uses. So that is very good attention to detail, and we definitely appreciate that. The platform dimensions are going to be 14 inches wide by 7.75 inches deep, or 10 inches if you include the standoffs, which makes this the second biggest one-stick platform on the market that I'm aware of, which would be losing out to the Mobile Sniper, which comes in at 14 inches wide by 12 inches deep. The cutouts on this thing are going to provide you with maximum weight savings while still giving you all of the integrity that you need to remain safe while hanging 20 foot off of a tree. You can see here that the front of the platform is angled, which is an absolute must for guys like me who are 50-50 on sitting and leaning. I really like these cutouts here in the front. They are perfect handholds to assist you while climbing. Normally I like to add a little bit of paracord here to kind of cushion my grip and protect my hands from the cold. I'm still undecided if I'm going to do that or not due to the intended purpose of this platform, which we're going to get to in just a minute. The bottom step here, which I am a huge fan of this style of step. If you've ever used a stick with those super skinny ultralight steps, you know, they work, but they're super uncomfortable, and this extra surface area makes it a lot more comfortable and secure feeling when climbing. It doesn't take up that much more room. It doesn't add that much more weight. So I really don't understand why this isn't the industry standard. The bottom step comes in at 9.5 inches wide and about 2 5/8 deep, or 4 3/4 if you include the standoffs. It also includes 2 grade 8 bolts, one on each side here, that allows you to attach any aider of your choice. This will include sawn aiders, or even my personal favorite, the Ultimator with the pack and play, which you can see here. Now, let's talk about what sets this stick apart. Again, I'm going to reference my Slick Rick video because there is a similar design concept there. Similar but wildly different at the same time. At first glance, this looks like just a regular old one stick platform, but if you look closer, there is a bolt on each side there, which creates a hinging action, and it allows you to flip the front half of the platform completely up and out of the way. See if you can see there. Now, there are going to be naysayers and haters or whatnot, but I actually find this pretty useful. So when I'm climbing up my aider and get to my bottom step here, what I like to do is go ahead and move my tether up. So leaning forward to do so, a lot of times I'll put my shins right on the front of the platform, and that can be, pretty painful. And even climbing, sometimes it is rare, but sometimes I will hit my shin on the front of the platform. This folding feature moves the platform out of the way, allowing you to get closer to the tree and keep from eating those shins up. Now, as you can see here on the front of this shorter platform is a rope groove. Let's see if you can see it. Now, this has become an industry standard for one sticks, and what that allows you to do is put your tether right in the middle of the stick, and you can hang from your tether, and it's going to put pressure against your stick and allow you to work with your one stick rope hands-free. Now, you'll also notice that on the larger portion of the platform, it also has one, which is going to allow you to climb with the platform both folded up and folded down. Personally, I like to climb with it down because it puts your body far enough away from the tree, just enough to make it easier to attach your stick and work up your next move. Of course, all of this is just user preference, but I'm sure a lot of folks out there would agree with me. So now I guess it's time for me to tell you all of the things that I love and hate about this stick. Well, good thing is that's going to be pretty easy because I love everything about this stick. But if I had to pick 3 things, this is what they would be. The solid welded construction is almost a must for me these days. Knowing that there is damn near no way possible for this thing to come apart on me is huge. The next thing is going to be the platform size. This thing is pretty big. I mean, compared to all of my other sticks, and I own 5, including this one. The platform is huge. I like to pull all day hunts, and there's plenty of room on here for me to move around and stay comfortable all day long. The folding portion of this platform is very useful. It's definitely practical while climbing, but something I think that nobody has thought about yet is being able to reach down there with your foot and kick this thing up and push it against the tree while you're at hunting height, and having a flat surface to kind of kick your feet up and kick back. That's definitely going to add to my comfort, especially on those all-day sits. So now for the things that I do not like about this stick. And I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but there is no pull-up cable on this stick. And that's a pretty big deal, especially for us bigger guys. Reaching down there to grab your stick to pull it up and make your next move, especially if you don't have something, some kind of cable coming out of here for you to reach down and grab, that can be pretty cumbersome and very uncomfortable, especially if you have to make, 4 moves or 5 moves. There is one way that I feel like I can mitigate that a little, is by flipping the platform up, and then that will give me a few extra inches that I can grab to the top of that and pull it up. But I'm sure I can figure something out and make that work. The only other thing that I have is not necessarily a dislike, but it is a feature that I would like to see on this stick. So say I wanted to use this as a rigid platform, a non-folding platform, or if I just wanted a way to keep this from folding or unfolding whenever I didn't want it to, I would really like to see maybe a pin on each side or somewhere to keep this from folding until I wanted to. I don't know how that would work. maybe he could incorporate that into this somehow. But just a feature that I would like to see. And it would truly give the end user the best of both worlds. So to sum it up, I really do like this stick. I'm going to get a lot of use out of it this year. I'm going to really put it through its paces this season. And if my opinion changes on it, I'll come back and give you guys an update. But do I absolutely need this folding feature? Probably not. Is it a useful thing that could possibly make life easier on me while climbing? Absolutely. Of course, all of this is user subjective, but one thing that I can say for sure is that this thing, and just like anything else made by Out on a Limb, is rock solid, and the quality is unlike anything else that I've ever seen in my life. And I would absolutely trust my life with this stick or anything else by Out on a Limb for that matter. So that's all we've got for this stick, but in the next few days I'll be releasing a video review of the Pinch Point's little sister, the Plain Jane. You guys are going to want to hit that subscribe button, because in the next video there will be an announcement, and it's going to be one that I am pretty friggin' excited about. So please make sure to go check out on a Limb. I'll have all of his links down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time in Rob's Man Cave.